Have you ever bitten into a strawberry and thought, wow, this is my favorite berry? Well, what if I told you that you were wrong? Not about it being your favorite, of course, but about it being a berry. And what if I told you that the banana you had with your breakfast this morning is a berry? Mind-blowing, right? Stick around, because today we're peeling back the layers on one of botany's most surprising secrets. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What exactly makes a fruit a berry? In the world of botany, the definition is super specific. A true berry develops from a single flower with one ovary and typically has a soft outer skin, a fleshy middle, and contains multiple seeds on the inside. Think of a grape or a blueberry. The entire wall of the ovary ripens into a fleshy, edible pericarp. That's the textbook definition. Now, let's look at a banana. It grows from a flower that has a single ovary. If you slice it open, and I know we don't usually see them, but those tiny black specks in the center are its seeds. Or at least, they're the infertile remnants of what would be seeds in wild bananas. The banana peel is the exocarp. The yummy part we eat is the mesocarp and endocarp, and it all comes from that one single ovary. So, botanically speaking, a banana fits the bill perfectly. It's a berry, and it's not alone. Kiwis, eggplants, tomatoes, and even chili peppers are all technically berries. Okay, I know, your whole world is probably turning upside down right now, okay? So if a banana is a berry, what on earth is a strawberry? Why does it have berry right in its name if it isn't one? This is where things get even more interesting. Strawberry develops from a flower that has more than one ovary. All those tiny little seed-like things on the outside of the strawberry. Those aren't seeds. Each one is actually a separate fruit called an achene, and each achene contains a single seed inside it. The juicy red part that we love to eat is actually the swollen receptacle of the flower, which is the part that holds all those tiny ovaries. 'Cause it doesn't develop from a single ovary. It's not a true berry. Instead, botanists classify strawberries as aggregate fruits. Raspberries and blackberries fall into this same category. They're clusters of tiny individual fruits called drupelets, each with its own seed. So, why do we call them strawberries and raspberries? It all comes down to culinary language versus botanical language. For centuries, we've called any small, soft, roundish fruit a berry. It's a simple, practical term for cooking and eating. The scientific classifications came much later and are based on the flower S structure and how the fruit develops, which isn't something most people think about when they're making a smoothie. So, our everyday language just stuck. It's a classic case of science versus common usage. Let's recap this fruity confusion. True berry comes from one flower with one ovary and has seeds on the inside. That's why bananas, grapes, and tomatoes make the cut. It's an aggregate fruit, like a strawberry or raspberry. It comes from one flower with multiple ovaries, resulting in a fruit made of many smaller fruitlets clustered together. It's fascinating how nature has so many different ways of creating the delicious fruits we enjoy. So, the next time you're at the grocery store, you can look at the produce aisle with a whole new perspective. That banana is a berry, and that strawberry is a collection of tiny fruits masquerading as one. Does knowing the science change how they taste? Absolutely not. But it's a fun piece of trivia to share with your friends and family. It just goes to show that there is always something new and surprising to learn about the world around us, even in something as simple as a piece of fruit. So next time someone offers you a strawberry, you can smile and say, "Ah, my favorite aggregate accessory fruit." You might get some weird looks, but you'll know you're botanically correct. What other food facts have blown your mind? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. And if you enjoyed unraveling this fruity mystery with me, do don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of science. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.